My theory is that the Gregorian calendar's design disconnects us from the natural cycle. It's an illogical antique that was developed in a time when it was thought that the earth was flat, and you could be put under house arrest like Galileo, or burned at the stake like Giordano Bruno for teaching that the earth went around the sun. Imagine if we repressed our communication technology and we were still using Morse code. I know, it would be like texting. Okay, then imagine that I actually had to talk to you without PowerPoint slides behind me. How lame would that be? So how can our calendar evolve and be better? First off, New Year's Eve is nothing but a man-made holiday where a man-made ball drops with advertisements all around. It's just a reason to get twisted and drunk. Nothing celestial happens on that day. But I say, hey, just think we could get twisted and drunk on a real celestial New Year when the real ball, the sun, drops on the winter solstice. And that's the true beginning of the light and growth cycle. Another illogical thing about our calendar is its shifty 14-year cycle due to irregular month lengths. Unless you're a savant who can memorize Zeller's rule, it's almost impossible to figure out what day the future day and date will be. And there will be a quiz after the presentation. Just imagine if our weeks were different lengths. How crazy would that be? We'd have to constantly look at a paper to refer and figure out what day it was. And so why do we tolerate this in our month system? Irregular month lengths cause the first to continually shift and holidays to fall into midweek. And then no one wants to celebrate in the middle of the week, so we do it on the weekend anyway. It's just nuts to me. The next weird thing about our calendar is the name of the months. July and August for Julius and Augustus Caesar. Really? Who honors and memorializes those guys? Okay, well maybe some people do. Gee, Caesar looks kind of pissed. I better hope we don't invent a time machine or else he could throw me to the lions. And also, the other months' names are illogical too. September means 7th, Oct means 8th like octopus, November means 9th, December means 10th. But think, it's just whack. It doesn't make sense. We could have a calendar where the names of the months are inspirational and connected to the growing and light cycle. January would be the time of vision, and then we would connect to the growing cycle throughout the year, and then at the end of the year we would learn and arrive at wisdom. And just imagine if each month were a predictable rhythm of 30 days each with 5 seasonal holidays. The work week would only be 4 days. That'd be great for unemployment. So what are the roadblocks to changing to a calendar that is logical based on the sun and earth cycle? Pope Gregory, right there he is. The church doesn't even connect Sunday to the word S-U-N, sun. They don't want people to see God in nature because it could undermine their authority. But didn't God create nature? Why can't we have both? Calendar printers would be against it. Year after year, we have to cut down trees to make into paper calendars, and then they're all thrown into the landfill. I say the internet is sucking in books, movie, music, TV. Why not the calendar too? Computer programmers wouldn't like it because they'd think of how much work it would be to rewrite all their programs. Yeah, hey, isn't this a Sputnik moment? Maybe it would create a lot of jobs. Conspiracy theorists would hate it because they will claim it's aliens, Illuminati, the devil, the Antichrist. Or maybe they would like it. It's a new conspiracy theory that the calendar disconnects us from nature. But unfortunately, it has also disconnected us from solar energy. Just imagine if every house built in the last 200 years were designed with windows and roofs oriented toward the sun. We wouldn't have to burn as much oil to heat our houses or go to war for oil. And so I'm hoping that the end of the Mayan calendar on the winter solstice 2012 will awaken people to the idea that the winter solstice is the true celestial start of the new year. There are many forces against calendar reform, but no one can stop us from starting to freely gather in parks and celebrate the seasons as the true celestial holy days that they are. But they will still unfortunately fall in the middle of the week, which makes it so people don't want to do it. rest my case.